I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's gone.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game. Anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Barry. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be brought down at the 27. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Brandon, I'm reflecting back to one of our conversations earlier this week when you talked about how well this rookie has played this season while leading his team to a quality record. But let's face it, his best stuff, he doesn't have it in this one so far. Twice now the defense has gotten the better of him with an interception.
They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this off to Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
60 Vikings.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mayberry. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
On first down, Mayberry, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Mayberry. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll set up the screen for Dawkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st and 10, Barry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dawkins. They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there.
but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
On second down, a run with Patterson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On second down now, Dawkins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dawkins. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Throwing on 1st down, Mayberry. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Mayberry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60
Back to throw. Mayberry flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Mayberry. That is caught. It's Williams. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Mayberry. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, Dawkins. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch gears. Shoot.
Up the middle they go. Dawkins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Watch twins. Check.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dawkins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down. Barry. That's complete to his running back, Dawkins. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Dawkins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mayberry. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Barry. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A run up the middle with Mack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barry. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. First and 10, Taylor now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On third down, Mayberry. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run once more with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 79 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rhodes. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this,